Hola, hola, happy Monday. How is everybody doing? Sorry I'm late. I was having some technical issues, my friend. So here we are. How is everybody doing? Happy Monday, my friends. Say hello as you come in. Let me know that you are here. Hope everybody had a beautiful weekend. So today we are going to use some rubber transfers. I'm gonna use a wooden tag, and also I have a mini ones, okay? So we are going for a kind of like a farmhouse decor for these projects. And also I have a mini tags as well. So we'll see what we're gonna do today. Okay, so I have lots of ideas, but first I'm gonna start with the big one, with the big wooden tag, and right after I finish with that, I am going to jump into the little ones. Okay, so I don't see comments, but as you come in, my friends, say hello. How was your weekend? I was trying to log in through my computer, but it's not letting me go to my Facebook on my computer, but it's okay, my friend. Okay. I think we are good over there. If you are here, my friend, let me know in comments if the audio is good. I have my little fan on because it is super hot. It is warm today, which I love it. I like the weather. I like this kind of weather, but it is warm today. So my brush, this one is gone. I didn't put in the water. We'll see, maybe I can rescue it. I'm gonna just put it back in the water. Alrighty, my friends. So, my table looks a little bit disorganized. Okay, so my dears, we are going to use for the big wooden tag, okay, for this one, we are going to use the rubber transfers from Essential Stencil, and this one is Wild Rose Wrench, okay? So we are going to use this rubber transfers, and I am going with a farmhouse look. So I'm thinking for a regular home decor, okay? So I am not sure. I'm not gonna use a horse, but I'm thinking, and you tell me if you like this idea, I'm thinking I'm gonna pick the horseshoe, this one, or the hat, okay? The cowboy hat, or the boots, okay? Or this one. I really like this one, but I would love to hear from you, my friend, okay? You tell me. I really like this rubber transfers. They are very vintagey. I like all the colors, all the details. So we're gonna use this ones for the big wooden tag. And then for the mini wooden tags, my friend, I am going to use Little Bunny Daydreams. Can you see it? Little bunny, cute little bunnies. There you go. So I haven't used this ones yet. So definitely I'm thinking using one or two, but also I wanna make kind of like a Mother's Day wooden tag as well. Okay, my friend? So let's see. Come hang out with me if you are available. Tonight I wanna inspire you. Either you have this rubber transfers or you have something similar like this. Let's get crafty, my friends. So, let me see. First we're gonna start painting the surface, and then we bring the rubber transfers. Hi, my beautiful Kathy. How are you, my dear? How are you doing? Happy Monday, my friend. Can you hear me good, Kathy? Is the audio good? For some reason, I'm thinking like I'm speaking very softly today. So please tell me if the audio is good for you. Okay. Alrighty. So this wooden tag, where is my measuring tape? It's 8 by 10. Okay. This is 8 by 10. So this is a door hanger. Okay. Medium-sized door hanger. So it is pretty good for what I have on mine. So I'm going to pre-stain first. So let me see. Either I am thinking, all right, we're gonna use the chalk paint. I'm gonna show you how I use my paints as a stains as well, okay? You can use your regular antique wax, the one you have, but sometimes I like making my own stains. That way they're fun to use. And when you're using rub-on transfers, you don't have problems when you are using your transfers on your surface, okay? So we're gonna use this beautiful chocolate color. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, my dear. What are you doing, my friend? How was your weekend, Kathy? All right, so because we're gonna use it as a stain, I'm just gonna get a small amount. Okay, we're gonna get a small amount of this beautiful chocolate Dixie Belle. And then I'm gonna get some water. Let me get some water. And we're gonna make it runny. Okay, you see it? Let's see. All right, I'm gonna use this. And then we're gonna mix it. And this is how I create my own stains when I'm using for any kind of wood cutout. Okay? And this one is super easy. Sometimes we don't have stains on hand, so this works great. Okay, so now we have kind of like a watery stain, and this is what I want. Okay, my friend. As you hop in, my friend, happy Monday. Hope everybody is having a beautiful day. Let me know in comments how was your weekend. So this is my homemade no, my kind of like mixing a stain for my surface. Hi Phyllis, how are you, my dear? Good evening. Thank you for saying hello, my friend. Let me get your comment, Kathy. The weekend was fine. The weather was, oh no, Kathy. Oh, my friend, I'm sorry about the weather, my dear. Yes, I heard the son of the states, they're going through a very bad weather, my friend. I'm sorry about that, but I'm glad everybody's doing well, my friend. I can't wait to see it, Kathy. Can't wait to see that. Please, please, please post pictures in the VIP group. I see Narita. Hola, hermosa. ¿Cómo estás? How are you, Narita? Alrighty, again, I have my acrylic stain for my wood. And now we are going to just use a regular sponge, okay? And now we're going to just stain the whole thing. And I'm using just chalk paint with a little bit of water, okay? And then on top of this, I'm thinking of using white. So I'm gonna use white because I'm going for a farmhouse, that kind of feel. And I'm gonna use a rub-on transfer for sure. Okay. So if one day you don't have a stain or any wax, just bring your acrylics, mix it up with a little bit of water, and there you go. You have now a stain color that you can use for your projects. The weather was beautiful. Yay, I love it. My weekend was good too. Philip, thank you so much for asking. It was super, super relaxing. Sunday, I didn't do much. Sunday was a relaxing day for me. We went out and hung out with the family. It was super, super nice, my friend. Thank you so much. Where are you located, Philip? Cordova, where are you located, my friend? What state are you? Thank you, Narita, for sprinkling the love. Thank you, my dear. Narita, how was your weekend? Alrighty, my friends. So let me show you. Okay. So now, when you are just using chalk paint, you will see the color differently. But this one, it was mixed with water, so it looks more like a stain color. Okay. There you go. So I want to make sure this is all dry before I bring my chalk paint. My friends, I am suffering from allergies. Oh my goodness. I'm taking medicine. This is the time of the year that, oof, I get a lot of congestion, and I don't know if I have to switch my medicine for something else. It's terrible. It's been days already. This has to be well dry. Aurora, Colorado. Nice, my dear. Beautiful. Anybody is crafting with me, or anybody is doing a kind of like crafting, or you cooking, having dinner? Where are you up to, my friends? Thank you so much for hanging out with me, for interacting. Alrighty, so this is all dry. So I'm gonna use a different chalk paint. This is white. I really like this brand. This is Folk Art. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. So let me show you the transfer that we are going to use today. So I am a little on the side, but I'm thinking I'm gonna use either the horse shoes, this one, or the boots. You know what? I really like this one. This one too. I like the size. And I'm thinking also using a stencil. I want some words. So look at this one. Okay. So let me see. I think these boots is a little bit too big, but we'll see. We'll see. So what do you think? Should I use the boots or the horseshoe? This one, the floral one. So this is going to be for a door hanger. This looks so beautiful. I think we're gonna use this, my friend. Thank you so much for the stars, Philip. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you. I have my little bell. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the stars. Appreciate it. Hi, Martha. How are you, my dear? Happy Monday. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Thank you, my friend. Hi, Barbara. How are you, my beautiful friend? Welcome, welcome. Hello from Louisiana. Oh, girl. Yes, it is the pollen. Definitely. And today I was talking to my daughter with my middle child. And she was talking like, Mom, we need to get more plants. We need to get more colorful plants for our backyard because, you know, we're in spring. And then I was thinking like, yes, but I noticed when I'm spending a lot of time close to the trees, I don't know if it's the grass, I get sick, like I get the allergies. So I was just, you know, talking to my daughter and I didn't mention anything. It's just, lately, it's been 2 years, my friends. I'm not lying. 2 years that I get like this, starting in spring and ending in fall. So, and this is just the beginning. All right, my friends. So should I go for the horseshoe or the boots? So it's going to be in this area. We're gonna paint all white, but I am also thinking to use stencils, okay? So I don't know if I should go with, let me see. I was thinking of either Let's Stay Home. I like this one. Or I think I saw a Simply Blessed. This is Our Happy Place. I like this one. This is As Our Nest. So either I use Our Nest and then the transfer will be here. I like Let's Stay Home as well. Okay? So I'm thinking of using this and then using the horseshoes on top. Or I have an idea. Just use home. I like that. And then the horseshoes or the boots. What do you think? Hi, Kathy. How are you, my beautiful Kathy? I have my other favorite Kathy here. Hello, Erica. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome, Erica Pantaleone. Welcome, my dears. Please let us know if you're new to my Facebook page. Thank you so much for being here. Martha says boot. Kathy said boots. Alrighty, girls. So we're going for the boots, okay? So we're going for the boots. So I'm thinking of using just home. And let me see which boot, because I don't want it too big neither. Because my door hanger, my workout out is not too big. So let's see. What I'm gonna do, that way I can have better vision before I paint it. I'm just going to have it ready. Okay. So again, we're using Rub-On Transfers from Essential Stencil. And this is one of the newest transfers from the new spring collection, my friend, okay? So we have two different boots. So we have that one. If I use only home, oh yeah. I like the big one. If I use the small one, yeah, definitely I'm gonna use this one, okay? I really like the big one. So we're gonna use the boot with the floral, okay, and all the details. The horseshoes for luck. That will be for the next project, my friend. But yes, I was thinking of that. Okay, so we're gonna use this one. We already decided. And that the stencil set that I'm using is from Home 6 Pack, okay? It's this one. So we're using one of these stencils. Thank you, Narita, for greeting. Thank you, everybody, for saying the welcome to our new friends. All right, so we are going to put these on the side. So we have chalk paint. Let me get let me see, where is it? My palette. My table is like a big mess right now. It's okay. All right. Okay, my friend. And let's see. All right, we're gonna use this one, okay? We're gonna use our chippy brush. I still wanna show some of the details. I want to show the beautiful color that we have on this work it out. So how I'm gonna do this is I'm just gonna focus more in the center, and then around here I am just going to leave kind of like a distressing look, okay? So here we go. All right. So one thing that I like when I'm using this kind of brushes is that I can give my final brush strokes how I like it, very distressing. And I'm gonna do 2 coats with this. Marta, how is your day? Hi, Lisa, how are you? Happy Monday, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Kathy, thank you so much for sprinkling the love. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, you're the best. Thank you, my dears, for being here. It is Monday. How was your weekend? Okay. So I'm still gonna come back with more of this chalk paint. I want it more white. Okay. Okay, we're gonna give one more. We're gonna dry this quick, and then we're gonna sand just the center. Yeah, here we go. Let's go ahead and dry this quick. You're working on journals. Yay, girl. Nice. Martha, do you have a Facebook page? I don't think I follow you. If you have, I don't think I am following you, my friend. Also, my dears, if you have if you're new to our Facebook page, and if I am not following you, please drop your Facebook page here so I can follow you back, my friends. Also, if you see a new Facebook page, my friend, let's give a follow. Let's support each other. Just comment your Facebook page here. That way we can all follow and get inspirations. The crafting community is beautiful, my friend. All right, so I'm coming back with my second base coating. I still want a little bit more white. And if this is your first time watching us, my friend, let us know. Let us know. I would love to welcome you. And let me know where you're watching us from as well. Okay. So now my white background is looking more the color that I like it. Very white farmhouse. I like the color. And then a little bit more here. Okay. Maybe here in the center, just too much. Okay, so here we have. So another trick that I want to show you, and I will do that when I'm finishing just drying, in case you want to make your edges more soft, kind of like having left brown, I will show you what I do. I always get either a wet paper towel and I go around the edges, or I use baby wipes. Okay, but you have to do it when this is all dry. So I will do that. Hi Anita, how are you, my friend? It's been so long that I haven't seen you, Anita. Thank you so much for saying hello. Oh, Marta, that would be nice, girl. That would be awesome, Marta. Let me know when you have your second page so we all can follow you, my friend. You do beautiful home decors, girl. You like this technique? Thank you, Anita. Thank you so much, my friend. How are you doing, Anita? How's the weather in Canada? I think you are in Canada, right, Anita? What size is this tag? This one is 8 by 10, Kathy. 8 by 10, and the link for this wood tag is in my is in description. It's available on my Etsy shop. So we're gonna do this one, and we're also gonna do a mini wooden tags as well. Okay, so first I want to finish with this one, and then I start with the little ones. Okay, once this is all dry, another fun kind of like technique that I do is, example, if I feel like I have too much brown around the edges, either I grab a wet paper towel or baby wipes, and this is how I do it. I kind of remove some of the extra paint, you see that I have, and I'm blending those colors. Okay, so I'm kind of making it kind of like natural distressing. So this one is going to be a door hanger. The only thing that you have to do is just getting baby wipes. Once it gets dirty, get a new one. Especially that my background is white, then I like the white color. I want to keep that look. It's just, I'm working on my edges. Okay, so use your baby wipes. They work great too for distressing look. And also you can distress a little bit if you want, like pulling out some of the white if you want. Okay, so look at that. Do you see it? So now I have kind of like a natural distressing look. And it looks different when I did it with the brush, okay? Very uneven. It is not perfect because I'm not going for a perfect background. I want the background to have a rough look, okay? All right, so I'm gonna dry this one more time, and then I will bring my rub and transfers and then my stencils. So this is a super easy project, my friend. Hi Brenda, how are you, my dear? Happy Monday. Hi Susan, how are you, my sweet friend? Happy Monday. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Sometimes the easy projects, the projects that you don't put too much, they're kind of like, you know, not too many steps to make a beautiful home decor, those turn out beautiful. So I'm always going for easy projects because I like that. Alrighty, so once this is all dry, I think I need a little bit more. How was your weekend, my friends? Anita, let us know in Canada, girl. Yes, winter is rough, my friend. I know it's been a while, Anita. But thank you, girl, for being here. Hope everybody's doing good. Alrighty, friends. Okay, so we're gonna use this. Another thing that I was thinking is using a different stencils for the background, but it's okay. I will do that next time. All right, so I want my boots in here, and then I want home. So my boots will be in the center, and I want home right here. Okay, perfect. All right, so here is where I'm going to get I'm going to place my rub and transfer. Okay. So now I'm gonna use my transfer tool from Essential Stencil. So now it's time to start burnishing very softly. I don't do it rough because you can scratch your wood. Okay, so I'm gonna start maybe from here. There you go. All right, I'm gonna start from here. I'm gonna bring, if you're new with ribbon transfers, just the clear backing paper is the one that you have to start pulling up, okay? In working steps. I don't do everything in one time. I take different spaces, starting from one corner to the other one. I always take my time. I don't rush. Hi Debbie, happy Monday my friend. It's a pretty transfer. I know, Anita. I really like boots, so I wish I can wear boots all the time. I like it. I like the look. It's just here in Florida, I don't see it. I mean, I have my cowboy boots. My husband bought it for me when we were in Texas, and I only wear it one time. So I am always looking at my boots and say, when am I gonna wear them again? But I love boots. I mean, they're super beautiful, cute. I think with jeans, I like the style. That is my style. All right, my friends, as you see, let me show you. It's working super fast. If you like these transfers and if you don't have it, they are available on Essential Stencil, my friend. And you can use my discount code. There you go. I think it's this one. You can use my discount code HAPPY10OFF and you can save 10% off at checkout, my friend, okay? If you're interested. I was looking forward using this transfer for this project, and finally today is the day. If you're new to all of this, my friend, well, I'm here to help you, my dear. Any questions you have, you can ask me on private message me, my friend. Ribbon transfers, they are super easy, and yes, as a beginner maybe we get kind of like a little nervous, but I think it's knowing what to use, what not to use before your ribbon transfers is very important, my friend. So if I would use example a stain with oily, any kind of oily stain or paint, it won't transfer. It won't work. You have to seal your transfer first. I mean, your surface, sorry, and then bring your transfer next, okay? But because I use chalk paint with a little bit of water, that works, okay? There's few things that you need to know when you're using your ribbon transfers, but let me tell you, they're so much fun. So now my backing paper is all clear, nothing is left. So I always go around just to make sure this is adhered to my wood. And here we have, okay? So we have a cowboy boot, and I like with the color. I think they match. They match. Nada, I love wearing my cowboy boots with a dress. Oh girl, that is super cool. Yes, oh, I love that. With dress too? Yes, girl. I messed up today, see how the transfer was going to look, then out of the back of the paper to read it. Oh, Marta. Oh no, girl. Okay. Oh, my friend, I know sometimes we forget steps. It's normal, it happens. I think that happens to me maybe a few days ago. there was a transfer that I didn't like where it was located. What I did is just paint over, sand it a little bit, and that's it, it's gone. So it didn't affect, but it's just, yeah, sometimes we forget the steps, or we forget first to focus where you're placing your transfer, because once it's on the surface, sometimes there's no way you can bring your transfer back to the backing paper. So yes. Alrighty, so we have the boots. So now we have to use the homework. Oops. Put it back on the wrong side. Oh, girl. Oh, happens. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. And thank you for welcoming our new friends. Thank you, my dears. Okay, so now we're just gonna use home, okay? Because I'm thinking as a door decor. So what I'm gonna do, let's see, I want a different color. Maybe I'll go with brown. I have, let's see. I want to see how this color looks with this. If not, all right. All right, we're gonna go with brown first. And if I don't like it, I'm just gonna do kind of like a shadow shading look, and then I will come back with this one, okay? So, but I'm gonna use this brown. This is one of my favorite browns. This is from Folk Art, and this is also acrylic coffee bean, okay? So I'm gonna use this one. And I'm just gonna use here my paper. I make a mistake. I want to make sure I have that there. Okay, so it's in the center. I'm going to cover up, or either I was thinking to pink. I was thinking a lighter pink. All right, let's see, okay? How am I gonna use this one as well? We'll see. I like bringing colors to my home decor. So, we'll see what we get. All right, so now I cover up, let's stay home. Let's stay, I'm just using home, okay? All right, that is in the center. So now I'm gonna use my small Essential Stencil mini brush. Here we go. So first we go with brown. So I have some paint. I'm going to offload it. Again, circle motions until you don't see nothing. And then we're just gonna follow the stencils. Okay, we're just gonna follow the lines. And we're just almost done here. spring break went so fast, my friend. My kids this morning, they didn't want to wake up. I mean, that happens. Like, they didn't want to go to school. Me neither. I didn't want to wake up. I was like, wow, my spring break went so fast. All right, my friends, so look at this. So I know it is backwards because, you know, Facebook, but we have home, okay, home. But I still want this to pop a little bit more, so I'm thinking using this, okay, because it has a very soft here, pink color, peach color, okay. So I'm going to brighten it up. I'm gonna make it more kind of like a pop pink, okay. So I really like it. I can just leave it like that, or I can come back with more brown, but I'm gonna give it a try with a beautiful coral bush, okay. You can always leave it like that, come back with more color and give more of that beautiful shade. So let's go ahead and dry this quick. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the hearts, my dears. Thank you. You guys are the best. Thank you for keeping me company, my friends. Again, my dears, if you see a new Facebook page, if you are a new creator, or if you have a new page, you're just starting, if I am not following you, drop your Facebook page in comments. That way we all can follow you and be all connected and supporting each other, okay? Alrighty. So sometimes I change my brushes. Sometimes I just kind of clean it until there's no color, okay? So we'll see. I think I can use this for my next color. And if I don't like it, I get a different color. I think this, with a little bit of this terracotta, kind of like blending it, it's going to look nice. So a little bit of both. There you go. Mixing those two. We're going to offload it. Here we go again. Okay, so we're gonna need a little bit more. Mixing those two, offload it, coming back with more of this new color. Offload it. So if you like mixing colors, or if you're a little intimidating, you get nervous mixing colors, sometimes the best shades come when you mix colors, my friend, okay? I do that very often and I love it. Okay, so I think we are done. We're gonna dry this quick. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, my friend. So this would be a door hanger, double side door hanger. Wow. I like it. There you go. What do you think? Do you see the light soft brown around the edges, and you see this color? Do you like it? So it says home. Okay. I really, really like it. It looks super nice. And I like that it matched with my boots and with all the details. Okay. Okay, what I'm gonna do very softly, I'm going to just sand these areas. Let me just dry this very good. Thank you, Marta. Thank you, my dear. Okay, so now we have a mini door hanger. Okay, you can either put a small bow or sometimes you don't need it, but I like it so much. Okay, my friend. Hi, Marilyn. How are you, my dear? Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Susan. Okay, my friends. So this is the first project. So now what we're gonna do, super, super easy, is we are going to use this mini wooden tags. Okay, so we're gonna do maybe, I wanna make it super, super easy, okay? Maybe 3. Okay, so I'm thinking using, let me place my paint. Let me organize just super quick here, my friend. Okay. So I'm gonna use either 1 or 2 bunnies from this set, from this collection, another Robin transfer. I haven't used this ones yet. I better remove this. There you go. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, my dears. Yes, definitely what I'm gonna do with the beads, with the wooden beads, is I'm gonna kind of like make it more either more brown or maybe a little bit of gold, something like that, okay? All right, so I still have some brown stain color. So I'm looking for a small bunnies. So definitely, my friends, these bunnies, they're super stinky cute. I mean, they are adorables. I love them. So it's gonna be hard for me to find. Oh, I think I'm gonna use this one. I think I'm gonna use this cutie pie. Oh, I like this one too. No, I think I'm gonna use this one. So we're gonna use that one. We're gonna use that one. All right, we're gonna use one. I want a different bunny. Alright, I'm gonna use the other one, the one that I was thinking on using. And this one would be for another mom wooden tag. Okay, for this one, I am going to stain it brown. This one would be black, okay? So I'm gonna use my chalk paint stain mix. This goes in the water. Let me, okay, here it is. So I'm going to give them different looks. So one, and I'm gonna do the back. Okay. Hi, Mimi. How are you, my VIP sister? How are you, girl? Happy Monday, my sweet friend. Okay, so this is the brown. How was your weekend, Mimi? Okay, what I have in mind for this one before I bring my ribbon transfer, I'm thinking of using a stencil. So I don't see my stencil. Let me, hold on, my friend. Okay, so I'm gonna use this one, a lace one. Okay, so I'm gonna just do it. Let's see, my bunny. I'm just gonna do it starting here, okay? So my painter's tape. And I'm gonna use a vintage color. This is chalk paint. I will use a different one, a different brush. Nice, Mimi. I'm so happy you had a good weekend, my friend. All right, I want this background to be very, very soft. So kind of like a fading look, okay? So I remove a lot of the paint. I'm gonna use a different brush. I'm gonna use this one. Offload it. Okay, there you go. Let me move this. All right, I'm gonna hold it and I'm going to just start stenciling, giving this fun background for my wooden tag. So every Monday, my friend, we do different projects, either using stencils or ribbon transfers. So I'm hoping today I am inspiring you with these projects. Look at this. So pretty. A little bit more right here. And let me show you. Look at that. Look at that, my friend. What do you think? Do you like it? Very, very soft. It looks like it's a paper. There's no way you can tell it's paint. I really like this lace stencil. All right, we're gonna try this quick. You have all these transfers. Yay, Mimi. Hope I'm inspiring you today, my friend. Sometimes we need a little inspiration so we can get and like, oh, I can do that. That happens to me a lot. So here I am. I'm stenciling tags with bunnies. All right. So my bunny is going to be here. So this is the bunny that we're using. Stinky cute. Pull those two back. I want this in the center. A little bit more down. There you go. Thank you, girl. Thank you, my friend. You love the lace stencils to have no use. Martita, you haven't used your stencil yet, girl. Yes, that stencil set is beautiful. There's so many ways how you can use. And I think we're gonna use a texture wooden tag. So give me some hearts if you wanna see some texture of that mini stencil. Give me some hearts. And I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the darker shade for the other one. Black. We're almost done, my friend, okay? Okay, so I'm just varnishing. Very soon I'm going to get a stream jar, my friend. That way you can have a better look when I'm crafting or when I'm stenciling or using a ribbon transfer. I've been thinking I'm getting a stream jar. That way you guys can get a close-up look when I'm crafting. So hopefully soon. It's an investment, but you know what? It is worth it. You guys gonna love it, and you're gonna able to see it super close when I'm doing these kind of techniques. This is so adorable, my friend. Look at that. Give me some hearts if you like it. What do you think? Let me get the youth. That is so adorable. Super easy, and you can still do the back if you want. You can add a bead or more extra details. How is this? How I do this? There you go. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Hi, Sheila. How are you, my friend? Thank you for the stars. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. So sad my hearts don't work, but here's my heart for me to you guys. Thank you, my dear. You love it. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Thank you, Marta. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, my friends. Thank you, my dears. So here's an extra, another one lace with a bunny. And this is a door hanger, okay, that we use a rubber transfer, a cowboy boot with a stencil. It says home, okay? You can also bring all the bridges together, kind of like showing that it's not a stencil, but it doesn't bother me. I really like that. It looks nice. Thank you, girls. Thank you, Kathy, Susan, Philip. Thank you so much. So we're gonna do one more, and this one will have a texture look. Okay. So I'm using a different wooden tag, and this one is going to be black. Where is my black? All right, I'm gonna use acrylic. I'll bring this here. Few drops. This, every time when I do this kind of technique, I wanted to have the stain look. I just grab my acrylics, baby wipes, or water. Easy peasy, my friend. You don't need to have waxes or fancy, stains. Not at all. So we're doing a front and back. Now we're going to just wipe it off. Remove the extra paint. Thank you, Anita. So now we have a wooden tag with black stain, okay? And we use only acrylics. All right, we wanna make sure this is all dry. And what I have in mind is we're gonna use our texture paste. Let's go ahead and use that. All right, because I want texture. So my bunny will be here, but I still want, let me see the other one. So I'm going to bring my bunny up a little bit and then just bring extra texture just in the bottom. sure this is all dry. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, my friend. It's so good seeing my VIP sisters. How was your weekend, Sheila? How are you feeling, my dear? Feeling much better, my friend? Alright, so here's the bunny. I want the bunny just to be in the center. There you go. We're just gonna varnish this. So if you're a beginner using or thinking what kind of paint or stains do you need for your projects, anything that is acrylic or water-based works for your rub and transfers, okay? If you have a oil, kind of like a wax or a stain, you have to seal your project or your surface first, and then you can bring your rub and transfer. But because this black stain was a acrylic, that worked good, my friend, okay? Oh, Sheila, my friend, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. I know, my dear. It is no fun feeling sicky. I know you're taking medicine, right, my friend? Okay. Look at this. So stinky cute. All right, so now it's the time to bring my stencil, but also I'm going to create a background with texture. All right, I need my painter's tape, and I'm just gonna go very soft. I'm not gonna apply a lot, okay? All right, so my stencil is gonna be just in the area where I want my paste to be, to have the 3D look. I have this, and I need my palette tool, okay? So this is the crackle one. I don't want the crackle, I want this. I want the texture paste, which is this one, okay, my dears? Let me read your comment, my friend. With a small line crackle, step 1, then step 2. No codes of anything in between. No, once step 1 is all dry, okay, make sure it's all dry, Sheila. Then you apply step 2, and then you let it dry. You will apply your varnish after you finish with that. When step 1 and 2, they're all dry. All right, my friends, so this is my texture paste. Okay, so I'm not gonna do evenly, okay? The line is not gonna be all straight. I'm just gonna do it kind of like curvy lines, okay? So what I want from this kind of project is I would just want to show the beautiful stencil we have. And I want it to kind of like look like it's a lace on top of the rub and transfer. That's what I'm going for this, okay? So I'm not creating a straight line. The Mother's Day wooden tag would be for next time. Okay. So we're almost done with this. So now look at this, okay? So now we're gonna just bring, let me show you, there you go. Remove the stencil out of my wooden tag and look at that. Look at the beautiful texture we create. So now we're gonna clean up the edges. This is the extra and the extra on the sides. And here we have a textured lace just in the bottom of the wooden tag. So what we're gonna do, my friend, is we're gonna dry this super quick, and maybe I can bring a metallic color, very soft, or just leave it like this. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. This is super cute. Hi Cheryl, my girl. Didn't see you coming in, my friend. How are you? Thank you. My pleasure, Sheila. You can always message me, my friend. Yes, you can message me on the BAP, or you can message me by Messenger, or I can give you my number. I think you have my number, my friend. There you go. Okay? So this dries super fast, but if you let it dry for a few hours, then you can bring any other color or any metallic wax, and you can work on those areas. But honestly, I really like the white color. I mean, I really like it. Okay, so we did 2 mini wooden tags using Robin Transfers from Essential Stencil. Here's one, here's 2. Okay, we did 2. Make sure you wash or you clean up your stencil after you do the paste. And this is a door hanger. Okay, we use a Robin Transfer, and we use a mini stencil home. Okay, so we did 3 projects, my friends. Let me know in comments which one is your favorite. I really like the mini ones. They're super cute. Thank you, Kathy. How are you? Thank you so much. I'm doing good, Cheryl. Thank you, my friend. Having a little bit allergies. It's the time of the year. But thank you for asking, my friend. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, my friends. So next week we do more wooden tags for Mother's Day, because I really want to work on Mother's Day already. But here we have, before Easter gets here, you can get your mini tags and be creative with those. Also, you can create a door hanger if you like door hangers. I love door hangers. I have door hangers everywhere in my house. But thank you so much, my friends. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you, Marta. The Y stands up nicely. Thank you, girl. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for sprinkling the love. Thank you for the stars. Thank you for just staying here with me and chit-chatting, for all the support. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, my girls, for for staying with me. God bless you. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Have a blessed week, my friend. It's just Monday. I will see you guys soon. I love you so much. Thank you for everything. Have a blessed night, my friends, okay? So here we have 3 small projects. Hashtag replay if you're watching this video later. I will see you soon, my friends. Love you, love you. Good night. Adios. Good night, my friends.